Hey, if it's you and it's me, it must be Tom ATV. This is an HHN32 update. It's Sunday. We have just 5 days before it opens on Friday. And my goodness, pretty exciting. Lots of things have happened. Let me show you as fast as I can. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's up. Finally, everybody has been waiting for the Halloween Horror Nights medallion to go up. There it is. Finally. Let's not rush it, Universal, for crying out loud. And look what they have. The Exorcist sign, banner, Stranger Things. So these would be the primo houses. Let's look at what else they have. They have The Last of Us is up. Gonna be unbelievable, right? Chucky. And Universal Monsters Unmasked. This is the Paris edition. That should be pretty cool. Oh my gosh. It's happening, everybody. Let's go see what we can see in the park. So we've had a change of venue. We are going to not do a live stream from HHN. What we're gonna do is a regular video with my full frame Sony A7 and a low light lens. So you can see nobody's videos are gonna be more quality, higher quality, 4K, and with a low light lens, it's gonna bring out the night scenes of these scare actors better than just about anybody shooting. So I'm excited about that. But we had to make a decision for the channel. We can't be live streaming. You know, we're still a small channel. And we can't be live streaming to people when our videos could get massive views in the right quality, showing everything on the very first night. So we made a decision there for the channel, and I hope you're all right. First thing I want to show you is they fooled us. Universal fooled us. I thought they were going to put the Halloween Horror Nights verbiage that's down there up here, and they didn't do it. They just added speakers so people could hear the opening ceremonies. So isn't that interesting? Let's go in and see the updates. So that's a sign of a final touch for Halloween Horror Nights. There goes the signage. Dr. Oddfellow gonna be up there? Probably. Madame Basile, on the other hand, more than likely gonna be over on the wagon here. That I thought Dr. Oddfellow was gonna be at, but now I don't think so. Because of the Halloween boutique over in Islands, where the wagon that was used in last year's tribute store is hanging a Madame Basile banner. So I'm thinking this is gonna be kind of a Madame Basile show, but you know, I've been wrong before. I doubt I'm wrong this time, but who knows? Maybe, but this thing is 100% ready to go. And you know about the triggers. I showed you the 5 triggers that are back there, and there they are on the side. Where they'll be doing some effects, and some poor soul's laying flat there, and they keep those covered up so the day guests don't have to be, you know, grossed out. There's gonna be real little kids. Okay, gang, right next to Despicable Minion Mayhem is our first stanchion for one of the houses. I'll show you what house that's gonna be right over here, what I think is gonna be. And that's number 1. So this is gonna be a house that maybe a lot of people run into if you're very first in line at the gate. Okay, stanchion 2 is right here, and I'll put just right here what I think this house is going to be. and they put the switchbacks in. So that stanchion is likely to get moved to right here, so you can get into these stanchions, go on your switchbacks, on your merry way to the next haunted house, which is going to be entry back in that corner. That's going to be number 2. Now let me say this as I'm walking over in the New York area, so you can see 3 more stanchions and the tribute store facade. Doesn't matter what these houses are on what stanchion. Like if I get one wrong, don't worry about it. The important thing is you will hit all 10 if you walk around the park and you do the 5 scare zones and you walk by the show that's back in the old Fear Factor Stadium. So if you do those things, you are going to run into all 10 houses. You can't miss. Okay, so don't sweat it. Stanchion 3 here is right in front of Jimmy Fallon, and typically you walk in through that stanchion and you go left up the ramp in through Jimmy Fallon and down the hallway to where the house is. That's going to be house 3. House 4 and 5 are right up here. So you see one to the left. This is very typical. It's been this way for years now. The one to the left is probably going to be this, and the one to the right is probably going to be this. How about that, huh? Check this out. Vamp 69, you know my hope for this baby is a vampire version of Janis Joplin, a vampire version of Jimi Hendrix, Crosby, Stills and Nash, whatever you got, doing a show on the stage. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. I'm hoping for this so much. That's so cool. Look at, they've put out some cool Vamp 69 barrels to eat on top of, I guess. Any flat surface people are gonna eat on top of. Even garbage cans. It gets serious here, folks. Now looking down at the food booths, I don't see any changes in them, so I won't show you. There's the bus. It's awesome. We're ready. No changes to this scare zone. I'm gonna get a little Revenge of the Mummy on camera. There's the man. Probably not going to be here during Halloween Horror Nights unless he's taken in the event. Hey, man. Oh, no. Yeah, so I got my Bills hat on today, and I approached a Dolphins fan, as I often do, and mocked them wholeheartedly. So right by the Chucky booth, that's looking tremendous outside of that wimpy version of Chucky up top, is another stanchion to go in the Fast and Furious combo half tent, half inside version. That we think is going to be Chucky. That one I remember. And I'll put that up right there. Chucky, interesting. It'd be interesting to see what they can do with it. Because in a, you think Chucky, oh man, I'm not that excited. I'm telling you, do not doubt Universal. Do not doubt them. So the menu boards on all of the eating places, they didn't come out. What I'm hearing is just a rumor. Don't take this to heart. But the Taste of Horror, it went okay. But they didn't knock it out of the park. So I think they're taking this menu right up to the last moment, trying to improve the food. Is that true? I think it's true. My contacts are telling me it's true, and they would know. But food's gonna be fine. Don't sweat it. It's all good. Shipyard 32, let's just walk through. This has been pretty much done. And they've added some grotesque parts, which they've covered. We've got a lot of bags hanging out this year. It seems to be, see these bags on the ground? It seems to be something that they're kind of working on, kind of a work in progress. They've added a little bit of netting in here, but there's bags everywhere. Dr. Oddfellow symbols there, right? Bags, bags, bags everywhere. What does that mean? Don't know. But can I poke a bag? I can poke a bag. It's full of just stuffing, so I'm not sure that there's anything to the bag. Looks like E.T. pops out of there, right? The basket on the bike. So nothing on. Oh man, look at this. Oh, breaking news. We've got a body up in there. Look at that. So that thing is gonna be some kind of animatronic now that I'm thinking that's in there. That's what I think is gonna happen. That's gonna come out and do some kind of a scary thing and then go back in. It won't be a live person, obviously. How about that, folks? Boom. That's open, so I'm looking at it. I didn't do it. I did not do that, Universal. It was like that. I was just the guy here with the camera. So that's pretty cool. More bags, more stuff. They're covering speakers with burlap. Pretty cool. Bags everywhere. Okay, so now I want to take you through and make sure you see the Peacock Halloween Horror Night bar, which is right up here on the right. So if you bought a frequent fear pass, you could get 6 months of Peacock streaming free as a part of your pass. And this is their little thing. This is their themed bar. In order to get that deal, I guess that's what they asked Universal for. Now you've got some kind of a opportunity here where there's probably going to be scare actors. I'm thinking, not 100% sure, but the Peacock theme bar. Oh yeah, Rhonda May and I will definitely be in here. We'll let you know what it looks like. Let's just walk back and see what's back here. Peacock Halloween Horror, all your fears live, right here. All my fears. I don't know if it's gonna be all my fears because I got a lot of them. But look at, so they, oh no, I can get back there. I don't want to do anything wrong. I would not do anything wrong. Kind of a TV there. Looks like an area just to chill. And they've got this blocked off. I don't know if I can go this way, but I'll just go around the corner and just shoot down the bar. So they moved this bar to the back. They still have some lights, but hopefully this is a refuge from the mayhem that is Halloween Horror Nights for everybody. So looking at the backside of the Peacock themed bar, I'm just wondering, this is a massively open area. Could the rumor be true that the Megan Horde is gonna be inside the Peacock Halloween Horror themed bar? I don't know if that's cool or not. But I don't think if the Megan Horde is in this area, the amount of people it would draw is so much larger than what they have. I can't believe that's true, but maybe. I mean, maybe you'll have some Megans under there. I don't know. But that's the thought that just occurred to me. I don't know anything about that. I'll tell you one thing. I am certain Universal has picked up their lighting game, which means this is going to be lit better. I mean, not bright lights like you were in a gymnasium. This is going to be better because it's been a little dark at Halloween Horror Nights and slightly unsafe in my opinion. And I'm an old guy, so take it with a grain of salt. Passing by Diagon Alley, I won't jump in there, but finally we have confirmation 100% that there will be Death Eaters. Universal finally put out a video promoting it. So that's what's going on there. Death Eaters are coming, 100%. It's happening. That's great news. So the Castle food place is ready to go. No changes there. But I'm just surprised because right there was a giant orange pumpkin food drink station. And it was an icon. I mean, you could see that thing from an airplane. I'm very surprised Universal didn't come back with it. So that's kind of shocking. I really thought that was something. So maybe it's too congested in this area. I don't know. So here's your Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream banner for the show. What I'm surprised about and scratching my head about is, generally speaking, they have the times the shows are going on this, and they do not. So that's a head scratcher. Don't know why. So will there be a banner or will there be a pamphlet that they hand out that is all inclusive of everything that's happening Halloween Horror Nights so you can understand? Or will there not be, and you have to consult the app and stuff? So maybe it's the app, but keep an eye on those show times if you really want to go to that show. Generally, Rhonda May and I go to that show, not on the first night. We'll catch that on a subsequent night. You can't film on it, but we do want to see it. So here's another house. And this house is probably going to be this right here, is what we're thinking. Or again, don't take it to the bank. It doesn't really matter. But this is the one, if you go around in a circle, sometimes people cut this house off. But it's right by the old Fear Factor Stadium, and don't miss that house right there, because the entrance was not here last year, although it was here the year before. Okay, right by MIB, here is another stanchion. This is a typical entry for Halloween Horror Nights. What's different this year is this great big double stanchion. Nobody knows what in the world this thing is. So since there's not a entry stanchion there for a house, my guess would be this is actually a double exit stanchion for people coming from two houses. And that's going to be what I think is a double exit. Do I know that for certain? No. But I think if I'm wrong about that, nobody cares. Now, all the way over there, you see the Shipyard 32 scare zone and the Peacock themed bar. And if the Megan Horde is not there, the rumor is it's going to be coming through Springfield, which has never happened, because the wandering band of chainsaw murderers has usually been farther up than this. But you know what? Time for something new, right? The Megan Horde. I'm excited about that because Megan was creepy. And I don't know if she was a villain or a hero. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Going through Springfield here, this has been the last number of years a Stay and Scream location. Its advantages, it has a bar. It is my preferred location because this is the one place in the park where you get the best jump on everybody waiting at the gate to come in to Halloween Horror Nights. This right here, this Stay and Scream zone means you're going to get through 2 and probably 3 houses before the mass horde waiting at the front gate to come in even get back here. So now you know there is another bar back there behind under those little tents all in a row. You can see it back there. Another bar and food area right there by the animal actor stage, kind of adjacent to it. So that's a pretty cool development, and it gets all the people out of this walkway, which is really going to help because of all the construction going back on in the DreamWorks area. So there you have it. Now, that stanchion is for the house that's gonna be back there, okay? It's where Beetlejuice was, and I can't remember what else just off the top of my head, but it's in that super nice sound stage back here. So, but we don't know how they're gonna get you back there. I mean, we don't know if you're gonna go to the left there, which they can do. They could go straight back, I guess, although that would make a good exit if the entrance was over here to the left. But I don't know. But it doesn't matter because, again, you're going around in this circle and you're not going to miss any of the houses if you take this circle. And let's just walk through the Jungle of Doom. This thing's ready to go and has been ready to go. One of the coolest scare zones. It'll be very interesting to see what they come up with for characters, because they're proposed to be different animals that were experimented on by Dr. Oddfellow. So I think that's interesting. Remember, look up, look up, look up. Vampire, parachute, right? All the cool stuff. There's the crash plane that we've watched this grow. Universal doing a great job with that. I mean, that looks like it's been there for, 50 years or whatever. Something gross under there. I mean, all kinds of new stuff, but even look, boot holes. Even look at the back of the Jungle of Doom main stage. I mean, Universal leaves no stone unturned. It just looks terrific. This reminds me of the Blood Queen stage. Maybe it is the Blood Queen stage. But who knows what odd animal transformation is going to be up there at the entrance and exit of Jungle of Doom. Wow. Okay, there go some Halloween Horror Night actors dressed as trolls. All right, I'm just kidding. But there is a entry stanchion for something. Now, that's typically what a house entry stanchion looks like, and it's over by the bar, just adjacent to the lagoon. That is a very odd place. I was thinking that, which is supposed to be this for a house, is going to be over here. And the entry is where the trolls are going back there. So, I don't know what in the world. Now, the houses are on the other side of that door and back in that area. So, to have that entry stanchion there is just weird. I just think it's out of the way. I think that's probably going to be moved somewhere around over in here. Okay, but that house entry is going to be on this loop. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so they finally changed the front of the Five and Dime to include a new Chucky shirt, which looks like the Chucky ought to look on top of the food booth. That's the guy we remember. What's up with the mask, though? Interesting. New movie. Oh, boy. More Chucky. I gotta tell you, more Chucky. I'm your friend to the end. I doubt it. Chucky wanna play popcorn in a bloody kind of a theme. No price on it. Probably delicious. Here's some Halloween Horror Night shirts that I showed you the other day from the Halloween Boutique. And this is pretty cool, although there's nothing on the back, and those are $30. That's a cool hat. Now I must have missed that, but that is $30 also, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then a See You in the Fog shirt, Never Go Alone. 'Tis the season, which it is, right? We've got the Universal Monsters Paris edition shirt. On the back, nothing. So my guess is that would be $30, and it is. I don't know why they're selling all this stuff, because there are no masks allowed. You can't wear that at Halloween Horror Nights. They're not gonna let it in. So don't think you can get away with that, because you can't, even though you bought it here. So Halloween Horror Nights Lounge Fly. Let's see what else I might have missed. I was just gonna rip Universal because, I mean, it's the biggest event they do. You've got 10 houses, and the merchandise that's come out, I gotta tell you, it's they're behind. They're very behind. And maybe this is all there is, but it's kind of a bummer. Look at that, the generic shirt for, I shouldn't say generic, but that's a cool shirt because it incorporates what are the 5 best houses. I mean, the 5 houses that have the most hype. Nothing on the back, and not even Halloween Horror Nights on the sleeve there. So what are they trying to get for this? $33, man. So I guess I'm just, I don't know. So that's the front of that shirt in a kid size. So the front of this, so if you look at the one that has the emblem in the top right, and then it has, now this is better. This is a better shirt. Look at that, because so the front of it has Halloween Horror Nights 2023. It's black light activated. It is $33, and it has a whole bunch. It has everything on the back. This I like. Now that's a good shirt. Okay, I might get these. I think I'm gonna have to get these. Here's just one more that I found that is like wicked. Yikes. Chucky shirt. Good Guy shirt. It is $37. But it does have a cool emblem on the back, which I love. So $37 for a t-shirt this year. What's the cup? What do we got? $29. Man, oh man. Inflation or greed? Don't know. So just thinking, it looks like Universal decided on gear to promote, you know, the 5 major houses with shirts, but none of the rest, and to kind of put all the rest on these all-inclusive shirts, which I kind of just bought just now. So just to kind of have a record on a t-shirt of everything that happened without having to buy all 10 houses shirts or scare zones or anything like that. So probably a good decision. So the Dark Zodiac Scare Zone, they've just brought out some pallets with some oil barrels. A place for a scare actor to hide. And you know, if you're not feeling it and you've had enough of scare zones on your way through houses and you want to avoid being scared, the best place to do that is to walk on the very edges like this. So it's not guaranteed no one's gonna come after you. When I say come after you, don't have any fear. It's not like they're, you know, it's not nothing like that. Scare actors are not allowed to touch you, and you're not allowed to touch them either. But if you come over here on the sidewalk, they're probably going to leave you alone for the most part. And if you come out here in the middle, as they pass you by, very often they will lunge at you. And that's real typical. So that's what's going to happen. Don't let it intimidate you. It's all good. So that is your Zodiac, Dark Zodiac scare zone. What's going to be interesting back here is they've hooked up gas. See, those are gas lines. So there's going to be gas. There's going to be fire shooting out of here. That is certainly going to be something. We will get that for you. And what in the world's going to happen on this thing? Right? Going to be something gross under there. Something going to be pulled out of there. See that? They've got cables on it, and they're going to lift that thing up. You see the weight on it. And they're going to lift that thing up, and something gross is going to come out of there right there. I don't know if you can see any of that, but maybe you don't want to see any of that because you don't want to spoil HHN. Dark Zodiac, looking great. So that's it, gang. We went through all 5 scare zones. We showed you where all... Oh, I better stop. It said stop. I went through all 5 scare zones, showed you all 10 standards to get into the houses, and showed you what I thought they were going to be. That's the update for today. Hope you enjoyed it. This is probably going to be the last one before the event. We're very excited. You should subscribe because our 4K videos of these scare zones and the actors in there, and also our shorts of all that, are going to be spectacular. Guaranteed. Where else would you rather be than learn all about Halloween Horror Night on Talmay TV? We'll see you opening night.